Let's talk about those Los Angeles Chargers. I thought they had a fascinating draft, in my opinion. They were a team that there were several ways they could have gone with number 17. I think, for me, as someone who wants to see the Chargers be exciting, which they are, so I want to see them be more exciting, is what would be the most exciting pick at number 17? It would have been like a Jamison Williams, which is what I saw some mocks for. He did not fall there. They go with Zion Johnson, which is interesting because I thought they could have gone offensive tackle there as well. But honestly, Johnson was probably the best offensive lineman in terms of how the consensus felt about it left on the board. So going with Zion Johnson, a guy who can help out their team. And, I kept thinking tackle, but the more I think about it, they actually probably need a guard more. So they do have some options at tackle. They could upgrade for sure, but at the end of the day, I think spending the biggest, highest profile pick that you had on a guard who should be good, I like it. So the next two picks to me are fascinating. First, JT Woods, who is a safety out of Baylor, who's explosive. He's definitely very fast, but not exactly someone you want as a box safety by any means. He is a pure deep safety, which seems like a weird fit for a defense that their safeties are going to have to come in and make tackles. Like that's what the Chargers need to do with this quarters coverage. It means that safeties do have to come in and make tackles. He's not really someone who's like fantastic at that. He is, someone who, again, I hear people saying, oh, well, he can be the free safety and Derwin James can be the strong safety. That's not what the Chargers do. They don't play single safety deep coverages like ever. Like that's like by design. They make their safeties have to do the tackling, an idea that, they'll give up stuff in the running game to protect themselves in the passing game. So it's just a weird fit. I don't really get that. And it's a reach on the consensus big board on top of it. So listen, Brandon Staley knows a lot more than I do, right? So I'll defer to him. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm still allowed to give my opinion on it. And that was a weird decision for me. Another interesting pick was Isaiah Spiller here at 123. He was 62 on the consensus big board. He's someone who definitely could have gone well earlier. Now, again, I typically don't love drafting running backs in general. 123, though, is fine value. You can draft a running back at 123. That's totally cool. Some people really like him. He wasn't my favorite running back, but again, at this value, I have no issue with it. At number 160, Otito Ogbagna here, defensive lineman. Ogbonna here is someone who I think could be fascinating. He is someone who I just feel like with him, I guess he's a pure run stopper. That's what you're doing. You need guys on the inside who can stop the run, and really you're going to need rotational guys. He's someone who can help do that. You look at some of his advanced statistics in college that do tend to translate well to the NFL. Not spectacular. They just weren't. But again, it's a position of need. So this feels like you're going after need more so than best player available. And even with that, again, it's 160. If you can get someone who can just get some playing time, it's typically a good selection. At 195, they get someone who is 73rd on the consensus big board. Jameer Slayer is a guy who, for Georgia, he played all over the Georgia offensive line. He wasn't spectacular last year, but had some good years in the past. And so that's why he's fascinating. And, a lot of people really like him as a potential pass protector. Could he be a tackle, or could he just be like a sixth offensive lineman where he can play basically anywhere on the offensive line? So he gives you that position versatility. So you don't have to get a good backup at every position. You can get the good backup that can play every position. That works out just as well, basically. That could be something. So there's definitely value of him as well. They then went out and got a couple of fast corners who the consensus big board was not too high on. And, even a running back who the consensus big board was not too high on. Taylor and Leonard are the corners. Horvath, the running back, who's, seems like these guys are probably just going to be special teams guys. Again, when the number you got picked in was 200 or greater, good chance you're going to at least have to play special teams. Leonard and Taylor are both, smaller guys who are fast. So again, I don't know, maybe there's some value potentially as a corner who can actually play on the outside, but probably you're looking at guys who are just going to be special teams. And then Horvath, big running back at 6'3", 230. So I don't know, maybe he could be a fullback. So yeah, interesting draft for sure with the Chargers. They again, got some solid players, couple of weird picks, I thought. As a whole, that's kind of how I kept feeling about the Chargers, is they had all this, money to spend, and they had all of this, at least solid draft capital. And I just kind of felt like everything they've done has been like a B for me personally. Chargers fans have gotten mad at me because I felt like there's a couple of moves they could have done that maybe would have been better for them. Because again, it's not just about did you improve your team, it's did you get maximize your value. Like the JT Woods pick, I just don't know if I loved the Isaiah Spiller pick. I don't know about going a running back there. That's just kind of how I feel. But like I like Zion Johnson a lot. And I think Otito Agbagna is someone who could really help out your team. And even some of these special teams guys seem interesting. So and Jameer Slater definitely feels interesting at 195. So I like their draft, but I'm still like, man, you could have maybe gotten JT Woods with the 123rd pick and gotten someone else at 79. But maybe I'm being too nitpicky. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. What are your thoughts on this Chargers draft? Always love hearing from you. And of course, as always, thanks for watching.